And today we start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and today's topic is infinite merit. As mentioned above, one who seeks a quality of Shmiras Haloshon must strengthen his bitachon, trust in Hashem, so that he will not become upset if someone will cause him any sort of hurt or loss. With a proper bitachon, one will refrain from speaking negatively in such an instance, and will refrain as well from feuding with or shaming the guilty party. Rather, he will be confident that Hashem will replenish his losses in a way that he sees fit. Okay, let's do this paragraph one more time, and we're going to explain. So again, the topic is infinite merit. As mentioned above, one who seeks to acquire the quality of Shmiras Haloshon must strengthen his bitachon, trust in Hashem, so that he will not become upset if someone will cause him any sort of hurt or loss. Okay, so what is bitachon has to do with anything? Shmiras Haloshon. So people speak bad about others, right? Because they're hurt, because they think that that's the only way, right, to get back at the person and to get the justice in the world, right? To speak bad about them, to publicize what they did, right? And it says. If someone will cause him any sort, not become upset. So if you know that Hashem actually allowed that, right, and He supervised it, and He puts His stamp on that person's action, that they were allowed to hurt us. Okay, so it's we have to see it. I understand it's not so easy, but I'm talking to myself first, and of course you also here, that we have to see it as a test. Right, that's the next text, and Hashem just sees how we're going to perform. He said, I'm going to give you whatever sustenance, whatever you need, whatever I promise on Rosh Hashanah. Don't worry about it. So it's up to us, right, to take action against that person or leave it to Hashem. With a problem, bitachon is a trust, right? Trust in Hashem. With a proper bitachon, one will refrain from speaking negatively in such instances, and will refrain as well as feuding with or shaming the guilty party. So, meaning proper one will refrain from speaking negatively about negatively in such instances. Again, if it's not for constructive purpose, so meaning if the person is crook and he's on ramp to hurt others, so then it's our obligation to let other people know, right? To warn them about this dangerous person. It's it's a different story, right? But if it was only against us and that's it, so yeah, we should refrain from feuding with, right, and or shaming the guilty party. Rather, he will be confident that Hashem will replenish his losses in the way He sees fit, meaning when in the way Hashem sees fit. So if He decided that I need this, in need of this money or something, He will restore. If He decided to take it as a payment for some sins, so let it be. Thank you very much, Hashem. You know better, right? You promised me that I'm not going to lose. Okay, so I'm trusting your calculation. My calculation's 0. Okay. Continue, the Talmud states, whoever places his trust in Holy One, blessed be He, will merit that He will be a refuge for him. I mean, Hashem is going to be a refuge for that person in this world and the next, where it says, Menachos 29b. This assurance is granted even to those whose trust is not predicated on desire to honor God's name. Surely then, one will merit this reward if he refrains from argument out of concern that he might utter that which the Torah prohibits. Moreover, one who refrains from exacting the rightful measure in double quotes, out of the concern that Hashem's name not be desecrated, and instead places his trust in Him, will surely merit the infinite reward. Okay, so let's read it again, and we're going to explain. So the Talmud says, whoever places his trust in the Holy One, blessed deceit, will merit that he will be a refuge for him in this world and the next. So meaning, is saying Hashem, you're in charge. Whatever you do, I'm in, right? So and then Hashem is going to take care of the things in this world and the next in the next world, and He's going to resolve the things even better that you could have imagined, right? So because He has in His mind infinite possibilities, but we are very, very limited. So it's better let Him to do the job. Okay. This assurance is granted even to those whose trust is not predicated on a desire to honor God's name. Right, so it's very interesting sentence. So one more time. This assurance is granted even to those whose trust is not predicated on desire to honor Hashem's name. So it's not like, even if a person does not do it for lishma, for a mitzvah itself, right? But he's to preserve God's honor, not to do Hil Hashem, not to cause over punishment to that person, right? None of the above. But still, even if it's not for the sake of for the sake of Hashem's name, even in that person is going to be rewarded. That's a great assurance. Surely then one will merit the reward if he refrains from argument out of concern that he might utter that which is Torah prohibits. Right, and needless to say, one who does not want to get into arguments, he said to himself, if they answer this to me, I would need to answer that, and maybe I overstep the boundary, and in a fit of anger, I'm going to say something very insulting, maybe to him, to his family, to other things. So maybe it's better, or most likely it's better not to get involved. Moreover, one, right? So he's doing it. His concern is not to make any Torah prohibitions, not to violate Torah prohibitions. Meaning by saying something that is very offensive or embarrassing and stuff like that. Moreover, one who refrains from exacting the rightful measure. So, and exacting the rightful measure in double quotes. So some people think that they have to exact the measure, because they owe me, because this and that, so they have to pay. Okay, that's how society operates, right? Out of the concern, so why he's refraining? Out of the concern that Hashem's name be desecrated, meaning maybe that person would be very, very stubborn, and he would go and counter-attack at us and make the situation even worse and get other people involved in this, right? So if person's concern is not to desecrate Hashem's name, right, and instead places trust in Him, in Hashem, meaning let Him deal with situation. I'm only there to watch, right? So you told me to keep quiet, I'm going to keep quiet. You told me that you're going to take care of the situation. Okay, take care of the situation. You know what to do. Okay. So right, will surely merit the infinite reward, that person. Okay, as we said, in this world and the world to come. As we said many times, this world was not created for suffering, and this world was not created for a reward or enjoyment. For a reward and enjoyment, we have Gan Eden, and for suffering, we have Gehinnom. Here in this world, it's only a test. Okay.